Every genetic genealogy company has pros and cons, and today I'm going to be going over some of the pros and cons of Ancestry DNA. Howdy, I'm Andy Lee with Family History Fanatics, and this is a segment of DNA. It's been about a year since I did a review of Ancestry DNA, and so I'm going to go through and update some of the pros and some of the cons that I have with Ancestry. One of the things I've tried to do is not use the same pros and cons as I did last time, although there is going to be some overlap. But with that, let's get started in learning a little bit more about Ancestry. So here I am in Ancestry looking at a specific match, and the first pro that I have for Ancestry is this last logged in information. And this is really great for knowing whether or not somebody is actively involved in Ancestry. Now you can see here this person has been a member for several years and they last logged in about 5 days ago. So with that information, I know that when I try to contact this person, it's probably going to be a week before they see the email, and I should be expecting something back, around that time. On the other hand, there's several people that show that they haven't logged in for months or even years, in which case, I know I'm not going to get much of a response from them. So my first pro for Ancestry is they let me know how active somebody is on their website. The second pro that I have with Ancestry is how they organize their matches and let you know about them. Now, Ancestry, besides telling you what the possible relationship is for each match, also puts the matches into categories. So you can see that, hey, this group of people is probably your first cousins, or they share about as much DNA as a first cousin. Whereas the next group is a second cousin level match. They also have third cousin and fourth cousin level matches. And this is great because then I don't have to go through and look at each individual one to see how closely related they might be to me. And I can organize my matches based on this. So I really like that in their match list, they've organized it in a quick and easy way to see which people are the most closely related and which ones are further related from me. The third pro that I have for Ancestry is their DNA circles. Now this is something that none of the other companies have. And what it is Ancestry's gone through and they've taken and found those people that you match DNA with that also have trees that show certain of the same people. And they've put those people all together in what is called a DNA circle. Now, within that circle, you may have clusters of people that form a family group. You can see here that there is the Preston Stevens Brewer family group that there's 4 members of that I'm a part of. And there's other family groups as we go around this circle. There's also some individual people that aren't necessarily part of family groups, but they share DNA with enough people in this circle that they're a part of the overall circle. Now this is useful because people have already done some of the research on the family tree, and since you have people that match in that family tree, it's going to be really easy to see how you are related to these other people. So that is my third pro for Ancestry DNA. But it's not all roses for Ancestry DNA. There are some things that I don't like about Ancestry. Number 1, they don't have a chromosome browser. In fact, they are the only of the major companies that doesn't have a chromosome browser. Now, what a chromosome browser allows you to do is it allows you to actually compare segments with your matches. And for some cases, this is very valuable in trying to determine whether or not you are related in the way that you think and whether or not you guys share that same bit of DNA from the same person, or if it is something completely different. So number 2 on my list of things that I don't like about Ancestry DNA is there is no easy way to download a list of your matches. Now, I use this all the time with some of the other websites because I organize my matches in different ways. There's different ways that I can be able to see how those matches might relate to each other. And without being able to download that, I really can't do that with Ancestry, which is a shame because Ancestry has the most matches of any of them because they have the largest database. Now, I have seen a couple of plugins or other tools that people have created where you can download that match information in another way, but I'm looking for something as simple as a link that is download your matches, and Ancestry gives you a CSV file that has that match data in it. Number 3 is the lack of response from people that I email. And this is really because of how Ancestry has marketed their DNA kits. They've really focused on ethnicity results as what your DNA is. And so there is a lot of people who have taken a DNA test purely for those ethnicity results that have no interest in genealogy at all. And once they have those results from Ancestry, they don't do anything with their account. And their DNA is just sitting out there. As you're scrolling through your matches, you'll find a lot of people who don't have trees attached with their DNA, who don't have any information, and who haven't logged in months or even years. And so this is something that's disappointing. I don't know that Ancestry necessarily can fix this so much as getting more people that are interested in genealogy involved to test their DNA so that those of us who want to use this as a tool are able to collaborate with others. So there you have it. There's 3 positives and 3 negatives about Ancestry DNA for you to look at in 2019. And maybe Ancestry can fix some of those so that my job next year will be a lot harder. If you have any questions about Ancestry DNA, put it in the comments section below and I'll try to answer it for you. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and let your friends know about it.